We move on to the Rotax Junior Primo final. This is a class of racing that is solely used in the Kart Championship. It's the Junior Rotax category for 12 to 14 year olds. Basically on age, the karts are exactly the same as the Junior Rotax final that you will see later on this afternoon. Got Thomas Harper on pole. This has been a great scrap between these all day long, with Cooper Campbell-Lees alongside Zach Mackay. He was a Superheat winner in Superheat number 1. He's alongside Oscar Servich, with Samuel Yeadon and Pierce Whitehead on row 3. Row 4 is Ethan Bath and Alfie Forrester. Lewis Gilbert shares row 5 with Oscar Pitt. Charlie Thompson is on row 6 with Noah Clark. Then we've got Isaac Jameson and Miles Clayworth. Zach Jennings, Archie Ray Watson. On row 9, Elijah Hartley and Elijah Hazelwood, with row 10, George Ralston and Lucas Olofsson. And then there's Harry Ward. 21 karts have qualified, only 18. 19 karts have come out.
Yes. Earlier on, Harry Ward. Yes. When I was on my travels, I saw a rather forlorn-looking driver sort of trudging into scrutineering, and he mentioned, he was right, my engine's blown up. Can I bring another engine and get it put through scrutineering? And the scrutineer, I think Ben Moore said, you've already put 2 on your scrutineering card, haven't you? Yes, I think I brought my other one as well.
Oh, really?
So maybe that is why we haven't got... Maybe Harry Ward was said forlorn-looking driver.
That's a shame. That is always a shame. Mechanical problems.
He's a novice driver, and if you've popped 2 engines in one weekend, rather than risk a third one, maybe go and have a review of the week and say, right, what were we doing wrong?
Right, here we go. They have come out of the final turn and head down towards the lights. The lights go out and we are racing. Thomas Harper on the inside gets caught out, I think, or does he? That's the number 15 of Thomas Harper into the lead. The bright orange and white cart. We've got Zach Mackay, who's gone up into second, and you know he can win a heat. We've got karts off as well.
85, Noah Clark and Oscar Pitt. Pitt still sat, I think, the driver of the number 85 Lando Norris chassis. I think his day is done. It is Axel, Rim, Bent and Finito. So.
Yeah, that's always the problem at turn 1, isn't it? Busiest part of any race into turn 1. The field, though, already at the gasworks happen and beginning to string out slightly, with the leader pulling out a huge breather of a gap there. And we've got a change for second there, and Zach Mackay has dropped back quite considerably as they come through then. Thomas Harper, Cooper Campbell-Lees, Alfie Forrester, Oscar Savage, Zach Mackay now in 5th. Ethan Bath, Samuel Yeadon, Lewis Gilbert, Archie Ray Watson and Isaac Jameson, the driver rounding off the top 10.
Yes, indeed. So, who fast is that? 54.01, 8 tenths quicker than the 2 drivers who are watching now from the race leader. So, you've got the X-Kart livery, Cooper Campbell-Lees, being chased by Alfie Forrester. Alfie Forrester, one of the Ultimate R drivers, and then the Kato Motorsport number 29 novice driver Oscar Chizerich, followed by Zach Mackay in the number 16 kart for the Hunter Motorsport team. And they've already gone through 2 laps completed. Thomas Harper on a charge, 52.16. Fastest lap of the race for him. And sorry, I was getting distracted. There was, I think it was, it was Oscar Pitt's dad, and obviously Terry Franklin of our commentary position. He was sort of looking out, and he was saying, first of all, it was like, you okay? You okay? You know, angry and upset, yes, but injured, no. And he got the thumbs up, and then he was like, right. Then he sort of looked down at the broken wagon and muttered a couple of words that we're not allowed to say. Sorry, I was getting distracted by that.
Yeah, that's well, he's going to have to learn how to deal with the adversity that motorsport will throw at you. The number 11, Cooper Campbell-Lees, is being absolutely hounded by Alfie Forrester, the number 79. He was just showing his nose down the inside of the number 11. This is a battle for second place, remember. The X-Kart driver just managing to stay ahead of the orange and white livery kart in third place. Thomas Harper has checked out. Zach Mackay has gone a little bit further back behind Zerich. now, and here we go again, Forrester. No, not this time. Through the first of the centres, now into the second. That's the right-hander, and then that curving entry seems to go on forever towards the back chicane.
I was saying, to finish my point, the dad checked on the driver first. You can tell he's a novice. As you get more into the thing, Dad's all like, look at the cart. Oh my God, is the kid all right? Yeah, kid, fine. Cart I got to worry about.
I saw a bent axle. Did you?
Yeah. So he checked on his son first before the wagon. But here's a good battle, and it's going to be side by side. Oh, Campbell
that's. I'm not really sure that we're going to like that one.
It's one move. That was one move, but we got it was a glide.
Unfortunately,
he
moved over onto Alfie Forrester and forced Alfie Forrester to back out. And I mean, it's a way you interpret the rule, isn't it? That's the thing. Forrester will have learned. He's the cart in the orange and white livery now, and he will have learned that if he's going to make that move, he's going to make it a bit earlier, or he needs to do a Mansell on Peaky in the 1987 Grand Prix, in British Grand Prix. Yes,
but with the problem that I would have with Cooper Campbell-Lee's doing that is that there's still 6 minutes to go.
That's right, I know. He's going to have to defend for the next 6 minutes,
and you can't really do that.
You can't. Here we go again then. They're on that same part of the track. Looks over his shoulder.
Nope.
Alfie Forrester, not enough momentum to pull alongside this time. He stays glued to the rear bumper of the number 11. Everybody, I've got to say, a little bit kerfuffling down the order.
There's a driver pulling out. It's the number 29. Sorry, Joe. That is Chesovich. That is out of 7th place, Oscar Chesovich. His rear bumper was hanging very, very low.
He was in 4th.
He was up to 4th, was he?
Yeah, he was in 4th.
Ah, right. He was 7th across the line. So obviously something started to go wrong before he crossed the line, and he's now out of the race. The rear bumper is hanging down, but it looked mechanical.
Yeah, bad luck for him. This battle for second still rages as the number 11 out onto the Stafford. Now, Alfie Forrester lost a bit of time there. I'll be amazed if he can get alongside here. That's amazing power that he was able to then draw up. You saw the slipstream there because he looked like he slid a bit wide at the paddock turn. Again, glued to the rear bumper of Campbell-Lees. Campbell-Lees remaining composed. He's here with X-Kart, and
Pierce Whitehead has also not come round. Neither has George Ralston. So there is a kart being pushed over the tyre barriers there by the Marshals team by the chicane. So that is either Ralston or Whitehead. And there's another driver trudging away at the final corner.
He's out of the way. He's not going to affect Thomas Harper in the lead of this race as he comes across the line.
There is a said disappointed driver.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, character building stuff. They are alongside now as Alfie Forrester shows that he's actually ahead of Cooper Campbell-Lees and will make that move stick finally. He's been threatening to do that for a few laps now, and it was all about coming out onto the start-finish straight, and now he pulls away. That's how much stifled he has been, and with a gap of 2.5 seconds to Thomas Harper up and away in the lead of this race. The question is, can Alfie Forrester catch him now that he's been freed up from the clutches of Cooper Campbell-Lees, who remains in that third spot? What's the gap between Campbell-Lees and Zach Mackay? 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
So a little bit of a big ask, I think.
Further back, lots of battling going on further back there. That's the number 24. That's Ethan Barth. The day that started so well on the front row of the grid for the 2 Super Heats, didn't make it out for one of them, has now spun his way out of the top 10, down to 30th position for Bath. So it's not been a great Sunday, but it is a good one.
Now then, there's the number 21. That's the black and white karts in the picture there, just chasing down the number 14.
That's Hazelwood.
Elijah Hazelwood. Now, Elijah, remember, in the Super Heat, we saw Elijah in that very frightening accident where he had a rollover in turn 1, and I've got to say, I'm delighted to see that young man out and battling and enjoying his racing once again. He's chasing down Lewis Gilbert and is having a good race by the looks of things. He's having somebody to race with, and the battle is for 8th and 9th. So Elijah in 9th, Lewis Gilbert in 8th, and he's looking good.
Well,
he's looking fit and healthy, which was not how we saw him lying on that grass.
No, I mean, Archie Ray Watson has gained 10 places. He's up into 6th. But other than that, nobody has passed more drivers in this race than Elijah Hazelwood, because, of course, he would have been starting quite a ways back, having not finished one of the super heats.
Yeah.
So well done to the X-Kart team and to Elijah. You know, Elijah's gritted his teeth. There's no fear there, because I'm trying to think that, I mean, that he did make a very swift. He made a swift dismount that Max Whitlock would.
He's gone for 8th. He's gone for 8th, and he's made another place up. This time ahead of Lewis Gilbert, and a bit of a textbook move again, wasn't it? Out of the back chicane on that curved back straight towards the gasworks, and then just moved down the inside. And now he moves away from Gilbert. So yes, he has been contained a little bit of starting down the grid from where he perhaps should have been.
Now, earlier on, you said what the gap was between Cooper Campbell Lees and Zach Mackay. It was 2 seconds. It's now 3/10 of a second with 50 seconds to go. And Mackay, 51.50, new fastest lap of the race.
Right, let's see if we can pick them up, Nick. They're just coming out the back chicane and heading towards the gasworks. That's them there. Good work from both Ash and Martin, our cameramen here today, and now producer Nick Damon. Who knows what he's doing, it appears. In fact, he's a much better producer than he is anything else, to be honest. As we've got Zach Mackay right on his bumper now. Now, this is important, Henry.
Yes.
That's a 3rd place podium there.
That's a podium.
And they've got 2 more laps.
That is a pot. And, you know, the Hunter Motorsport team, they would love to, on their home circuit, to bring home some silverware.
Yeah.
They've got some wonderful premises here, and I'm sure within that there's a trophy cabinet. Obviously it's written into a driver's contract. If you win a trophy here at Warden Law, you must keep it here in the Hunter Motorsport cabinet.
I think that's a bit of an ask, isn't it?
Well, I mean, I suppose.
Here we go. I'm going to show Matt will take you on that. So we are on the. Are we on the last lap board being shown here?
See the last
right,
lap
that's Thomas
board.
Harper getting it now. We'll keep an eye on him because this is where the action is, isn't it?
Yes.
2nd place, Alfie Forrester.
Yep.
3rd place is
This.
Cooper Campbell Lees and Zach
Mackay.
Mackay glued to his rear bumper.
So, are we going to see a change for position on the last lap? X-Kart versus Carlos Sainz, 55, and the Hunter Motorsport team. This is championship knowledge. X-Kart, of course, an integral part of the Kart Championship, and Warden Law knowledge with the Hunter Motorsports team.
It absolutely is. It's a great battle, this, and Zach Mackay looking for ways. But you know what? Cooper Campbell Lees is kind of driving a very, very good race indeed. He's putting the kart in the middle of the track, which he's allowed to do. But this is all about Thomas Harper, Junior Primo. I have a feeling that Junior Primo for 2025 is going to be about Thomas Harper.